Remorse is a funny thing. True remorse is born from empathy, the pain of knowing you hurt someone else. But then there's another kind of remorse, the kind that's born from consequences, the kind that only appears after your own life has fallen apart. This is a story about that second kind. Welcome to Reddit Overheard Stories. Today's story is a raw and powerful account from a man who faced the ultimate betrayal, only to be pressured to forgive when karma finally delivered its verdict. As the author is male, I'll be sharing his story in his own words. Cole wasn't just my boyfriend, he was a part of my history. We grew up together, our lives intertwined since childhood. In high school, that lifelong friendship blossomed into love. It felt inevitable, written in the stars. For years, he was my person. And Millie was my sister, my younger sister, the two pillars of my world. And 3 years ago, those pillars crumbled into dust that I found out they were sleeping together. The discovery wasn't a single, dramatic moment. It was a slow, sickening realization built on a foundation of whispers, lies, and a gut feeling I had tried so desperately to ignore. When the truth finally came out, the pain was absolute. I broke up with Cole immediately. It was a clean, cold cut. But with Millie, it was an amputation. I went completely no contact. The worst part? She wasn't sorry. There were no tears, no begging for forgiveness. Her reaction was a casual shrug, an annoyance that she had been caught. My parents were more devastated than she was. They saw her coldness, her utter lack of remorse, and it broke their hearts. She had chosen him, and in doing so, had thrown away a lifetime of brotherhood without a second thought. So, I walked away. After the dust settled, I learned more about the man Millie had chosen. Friends came forward. I discovered that Cole hadn't just cheated on me with my sister. He had cheated on me with countless others. The betrayal was deeper and dirtier than I could have imagined. I didn't even confront him. What was the point? I just did the one thing I had to do. I went to a clinic and got tested. I spent a week in a cold, silent panic, waiting for the results. The relief when the test came back negative was so profound, it felt like I'd been given a second chance at life. I was lucky, and I kept that knowledge to myself. Millie had made her choice. She could have all of him, secrets and all. For 3 years, I lived in silence. I rebuilt my life. Millie and Cole continued their relationship, built on the ashes of ours. And then, karma, which had been waiting patiently in the wings, finally decided to take the stage. Millie's life imploded. She found out she was HIV positive. And in the ensuing chaos, she also discovered what I had known all along. Cole had been cheating on her, relentlessly, throughout their entire relationship. Only then, only after her world had been reduced to rubble, did she decide to regret what she did to me. A message appeared on my phone from a number I didn't recognize. It was her. An apology, 3 years too late, soaked in self-pity. I read the message, felt absolutely nothing, and deleted it. She was already blocked on every platform. I had nothing to say to her. She could cry about her diagnosis and the man who broke her to someone else. Her pain was not my problem, but the story doesn't end there. Millie, in her desperation, told the whole family what had happened, hoping to garner sympathy. My parents thankfully stood by me. They told her she had no right to expect my forgiveness. But my mother's siblings, my aunt and uncle, saw it differently. They started calling. He needs to forgive her, they'd say. Siblings are too important. She was only 18, just a kid. You can't hold that against her forever. The final straw was my uncle. He called me, his voice thick with condescending wisdom. As the older brother, he said, "It's your job to look out for her. You failed by not getting her away from a guy like Cole. You need to soften your heart to her now." The audacity was breathtaking. I didn't fail. She made a conscious decision to betray me. I told him to fuck off with that manipulative garbage and muted both of them. My mom told her siblings to leave me alone, but their words still echo in the family. They believe I should know better than to hold a mistake against my sister that she now has to live with for the rest of her life. But in my mind, her consequences don't erase her choices. So I'm left to ask, am I the asshole for refusing to forgive? Is there a point where betrayal is so deep that forgiveness is no longer a virtue, but a betrayal of oneself? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.